Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. It's time. Super EZA INT UI Goku, one of my favorite characters of all time in Dokkan. This guy's original release, I could call it nothing but a movie. It was amazing. So I'm really excited for this guy to now be able to have his Super EZA. And it looks like he might have a really powerful Super EZA here. So let's take a look at our build. So, in UI, does not have guard or damage reduction capabilities at all. He doesn't. So, because of this, I felt like if UI is going to get hit, he's going to get hit hard regardless. So I decided to give him, we do have some powerful Whis event equips. Giving him the defense ones seem pointless to me. Maybe in festival battles it could be good, but like that's it. So I felt like giving him the dodge plus attack. This is where these will, I think, serve us well. So our INT UI Goku will have quite a bit of extra attack he'll be able to have. This bronze equip is really quite good too. This is a 2 additional 2 dodge. 4 points for bronze is pretty rare. So, like, that's a decent one. That's the old Whis chest equips, which they got rid of because they hate us. But it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. So, all right, guys, let's just jump on in. Let me just quickly go over this one major addition that Super EZA INT UI Goku's rocking. Oh, yeah, and I need to talk about this ridiculousness. INT UI Goku has not been on a new unit banner. That's a Tanabata banner. Doesn't count. Tanabata banner does not count. Again, Tanabata banner does not count. He was on the Tanabata banner several years in a row, but that shit don't count to me. That's not a new unit banner. Tanabata banner again. The last new unit banner this guy was on was AGL UI Goku. INT UI Goku legitimately has been on 2 new unit banners in the 2020s. AGL UI Goku and Blue Kaioken Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta. Before that, his last new unit banner, this is New Year's of 2019. So, just horrendous to me. That is, I think, just pure insanity. Oh, I did want to go back over for a reason, though. Right here. They made transforming into his, second state way easier than it ever was when he first came out, or his EZA. We can transform, if we have a full rotation of Realm of Gods, Universal Survival Saga, or Turtle School, we can instantly transform, which is awesome. So we'll definitely run Realm of Gods. Maybe we'll try and run, maybe the Super Saiyan 4's team. Because remember, Turtle School is just Goku characters, so let's make sure to run a full Goku team, and I think it probably should work pretty well. So let's hop into UI Goku. Let's see how powerful this boy is.
少しつかめてきた気がするぞ。身勝手の極意。
身勝手の極意はカカロットがやればいい。俺は俺のやり方で貴様に勝つ。
All right, so here we go. Had to get that animation in here for us. So let's go ahead and take a look at how we are doing. All right, so into UI Goku, I guess let's just go over the important basics of this guy right now. Well, I guess, okay, so he should have 100% dodge on this turn, right? So he opens up with 50% dodge. That's fine. Then he gets another 20% dodge with 3 or more Realm of Gods allies on the team. We're running full Realm of Gods, so we've got that. So that's 70% dodge. He gets 20% dodge when receiving an attack. People are adamant that this is for the entire first turn of INT UI Goku, so that'll be good. So that gets us to 90% dodge right there. And then remember, physical UI Goku is going to give us a bunch of extra dodge here as well. I guess, yeah. So let's go. Let's go. I'll just leave Physical UI Goku out on this rotation. Oh, wait, let me just highlight the ability I was talking about, by the way. It was this extra 14% dodge. So that means Int UI Goku is going to be over 100% chance to dodge on this initial turn, which would be really good for us. So, all right, let's do this. Link-wise, we're going to be looking really good here. Yeah, this is fantastic, actually. Considering Cell Max, what is his key debuff? I think it's... Oh, it's -5. Okay. Let's go over Int UI Goku's links quick, I guess, since we're here. So, Int UI Goku, link set is Kamehameha, Prepare for Battle, Godly Power, Over in a Flash, Tournament of Power, The First Awakened, and Fierce Battle is what we're rocking with in terms of his link set. Let me actually pull this up on the Thieving 6 wiki. We could look at the links. Because even though Int UI Goku, the site hasn't updated to get a super easy in here, links don't change anyway. So there's his link set right there. Here's our best linking partners, a lot of the UI Gokus and God characters, which a lot of them are obviously very relevant. First Awakened, we're probably not going to have up too often. This is a terrible link. People have always loved this link because of how powerful it is. 25% attack and 10% defense, right? That's a massively broken link. You know, that's the same buff as Saiyan Roar, isn't it? That's what Saiyan Roar gives? Yeah, 25%, 10%. That's a crazy link. But look at this roster of characters, right? Like, it's a worthless link because it's not characters that we're going to be running. So, it's trash. All right. Let's see how we do. It'll be up to Blue Goku to not get crushed here, probably. Although I do believe Blue Goku would need to get double hit by the supers, probably, in order to die. Especially after Physical UI attacks. Remember, Physical UI attacks with 18 key, and he gives that monster Phase 2 support, by the way. Good dodge. We should be over 100% right there. Yep, perfect. He dodged as well. Nice. All right. This could be a good testing ground for Int UI, too. So, remember, we know he's going to be at 100% dodge for sure on that first target. And if it really is the full rotation, which, I mean, I do believe that people are probably right about that. Because otherwise... I mean, if Int UI Goku, so the way it looks is on this first turn, we're going to have 90% dodge. I guess to be fair, we got him turn 1. So on our second rotation, I shouldn't have used Physical UI this first turn. Yeah, damn. Because in my head, I'm thinking, oh, we'll be in Mastered UI, you know, the full transformed UI on his second turn. But we got to be on turn 4 to do that. So, it's a good condition, but not if we get him turn 1 like this. Every super attack UI Goku does in UI gives him 20% attack and defensive stack. So he's going to be building his stats as we are going here. Once he dodges an attack, too, he does get permanent defense. All right, so far so good. He's dodged everything. Yeah, because once he transforms, he's just going to have 100% dodge his first turn. And then his second turn, he has, what, 87% dodge? It's a pretty, like, it's a pretty disgusting combo, thinking about it. Like, as long as UI sign, like, when he's just UI sign Goku at the start, as long as he doesn't get decimated at the start here, I mean, he's going to be really good. Dodge, dodge, and dodge. Perfect. That's what we're going to be doing. Hell of a lot of dodges. All right. Here we are in our second rotation. How is our GOAT looking right here? Huh. You know, he does build up, like, his defense is pretty high. It's pretty fucking high. It's just, I mean, I don't, the problem, though, is that, again, there's no guard or damage reduction here. So it's like, you know, it's like, it's still a pretty number when we see a character who has, like over 1 million defensive stat, right? But, I mean, he does get 150% defense when receiving an attack, too. We definitely don't want to forget that. By the way, he does also have at least 50% crit And then once we transform, it bumps up to 77% crit. So I was totally comfortable giving him 0 crit in the hidden potential system. These days, I really do hope that, like, I just hope that characters have built-in crit, and that way I can just ignore it. I do hope so. Alright, well, I mean, I'm gonna do the same thing. Let's go physical UI Goku first, right? So by going physical UI first, that means his massive support will hit Int UI. I'm gonna float AGL UI Goku anyway here, so I don't really need to worry about, like, keeping our HP in that threshold right there. That's fine. Alright, so this will give us our big defensive buff right here. Okay. We were 1 key shy of getting the EX Super, though. So hopefully missing out on the EX Super will not lose us this run here. Although, to be fair, this is a dodging rotation, right? So, now remember, in UI, he does just have... Yeah, I mean, if Cell Max hits him with the AoE, like, we do just die, huh? I mean, certainly our first turn, could have just floated in UI. We did, the blues you typically do want to get them to turn 4 as quick. Oh, yeah, he got hit. Oh, shit. Alright, in UI, let's not get hit anymore. Ah, damn. I wanted the support. I wanted the extra dodge support on turn 1. But I really should have waited. I should have did Evolution Blue Vegeta turn 1 and then physical UI right here. That was a mistake. Alright, here we go. If this hits in UI, I'm... Wait, physical UI got hit? You dodged, okay. AGL UI is at 100%. Alright, physical UI ate that pretty well, honestly. Alright, we're doing okay. If we make it through this turn, we should be good. Because next turn, we'll be able to pop the blue Vegeta active. Hopefully STR UI doesn't fail, I guess. Oh, boy. Oh, brother. Oh, brother, yeah. And then we'll be able to get Int UI to transform. I'm going to turn the volume up when Int UI Goku transforms. Because we're going to have his... Okay, phew. And then AGL UI 100%. Because, when Int UI transforms, we're going to have that OST. Oh, I love it. One of my favorites, easy. Yeah, dude, that's what... Oh, man! Damn! Now, remember, dude, so UI Goku, right? Remember, so I think March 4th was the anniversary of the 8-year anniversary of the first appearance of UI, right? Like, when he first goes into full Ultra Instinct mode, right? Then, the next week, Dragon Ball Super was on break. So, then the next episode, I think it was 131, right? Whatever episode it was, where it was UI Goku versus Jiren, which might be the best episode of Dragon Ball Super. And that day was Saiyan Day, and they dropped Int UI Goku's Dokkan Awakening for Saiyan Day. It was so crazy. It was so exciting. Int UI Goku for Saiyan Day, it was a fucking movie. It was pure greatness. Loved it so much. So now, here we are, 8 years later, and this boy, we got a Super EZA, and he looks like he's going to be really good. I'm wondering if I was maybe underselling him a little much. Because, alright, so, let me just jump back over here. So, remember, his condition used to be way worse because we'd have to fall below the HP threshold, right? Which, obviously, not really looking too good compared to with where we're at right now. Now, we get transform fourth turn start of battle if we have a Realm of Gods rotation, Universal Survival Saga rotation, or Turtle School rotation. We got that, so we transform. Now, even with just his regular EZA, he did have 100% dodge on his first turn. which we've got right here, right? For 1 turn, he has guaranteed dodge 100% and a guaranteed additional super. Now, after he dodges, his key support is for 2 turns, by the way. So this guy could be very helpful for, like, Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I think we'll do another run. I'm going to run full Turtle School, probably the INT Super Saiyan 4s. Although I am going to have to make sure, we're going to have to run Physical UI, INT UI, and AGL UI for sure, in order for him to have his full buffs, right? But, like, this would really help if we're going to run Daima Goku, you know, on that team. On that team setup, we'd have, so we'd run those 3 UI Gokus, we'd run the INT Super Saiyan 4s, Daima Goku, and we get 1 more character on there. And then, so he has a scout, look at this. So for his first 2 rotations, he has a scouter. Like, remember, most of these difficult fights, I mean, they're not going on. I guess, like, the Red Zone, the RE Red Zone Omega could go on for a while. But, like, this guy, I mean, he's got some, this boy's got some juice. 100% dodge. We really did get a favorable rotation. I could play this a couple of different ways. The number one way I could play this right here is I could have, so with INT UI, like the way the orbs were right there, we could run INT UI in slot 1. Oh, actually, well, I mean, now with the rainbow orb changing, we'll be good, but, like, we could have had a physical UI, well, okay, I'm stuttering this stuff. Let's just play the turn. Okay, remember, when INT UI dodges, he's going to give key support, right? Link set, I believe, remains exactly the same. Let's go ahead and hit this. And then the gods should be more than fine back here. Damn, I wish we get those 4 rainbows. 3 is enough. Do I care about winning? Yeah, no. Not really. Let's do this. So I'm not going to pop the gods active, obviously. Well, that does push us above UI Goku's revive threshold, unfortunately. Alright, I wanted to get physical UI in slot 1. That way, physical UI, I do want to support up for INT UI. But, I mean, in this fight, Cell Max just spreads his AoE across the entire rotation anyway. Not like we're hiding no matter what, so we might as well get physical UI first to give the support. But, you know, in a lot of fights, I mean, we now have another character with 100% dodge. I mean, people can be iffy on dodge, but when it comes to 100%, no one's iffy on that. Hell yeah. So we're looking good. We're looking real good here. All right, so there's, again, a mountain of Phase 2 support. Hopefully physical UI doesn't fuck around. Good. 100% dodge right here. The gods have the massive damage reduction, so they're fine, even if they miss the dodge, which they do. Second super, physical UI dodge, 100% dodge. Gods could get hit. Who cares? They dodged that one. Nice. INT UI, what are we looking like, baby? Remember, oh, 60. Oh, shit. Damn, he hits quite a bit harder once he transforms, right? What the fuck? Okay. And then remember, he just continues stacking. Wow. With 100% dodge, multiple guaranteed supers. He's got another guaranteed one coming in, too. Holy shit, dude. This guy's crazy. What the fuck? Bruh. Hidden potential system additional super. What the fuck? Bro, fam, chill, dude. Bro, he's nuts. Bye. See ya. What the shit? Bye. That was impressive. He did all that while having 100% fucking dodge, man. And giving key support for 2 turns and a scouter. Okay, well, that's, that feels like an anniversary Super EZA. All right, how about we pay Bio Broly a visit, and then maybe we'll end with, maybe the RE Omega. Yeah, like the RE Omega Red Zone. We'll do those 3. For the Omega Red Zone, we could do the INT Super Saiyan 4 team I talked about. So, all right, yeah, let's go bash up Bio Broly then. All right, guys, here we are with Int UI Goku and slot 7. Not the end of the world here. So this actually, no, this is perfect. So this is our first turn of physical UI, right? And then we'll be turn 5, and we have another 100% dodge. Int UI is going to have 100% dodge. So turn 1, AGL UI, 100% dodge. Turn 2, physical UI, 100% dodge. Turn 5, well, it's, you know, turn 1, 3, 5, right? AGL 100% dodge, physical UI 100% dodge, Int UI 100% dodge. Pretty broken. I'm thinking, I was a little, like a little hesitant with Int UI in his breakdown. I feel like I was very, I was underselling this guy quite a bit here. Yeah, I'm liking what I'm fucking seeing. Obviously, liking what we're seeing here, man. All right, so I think this is probably gonna be a very casual win in Bio Broly. It's just, I mean, we could always lose. Like, I guess like EGL UI could like get hit or something like that. But like, I just feel like my overall power level is just like way too high for Bio Broly. Like, what I mean is like I'm doing all these Jiren runs. Like, Bio Broly is like I mean, guys, don't take offense to this, but Bio Broly is like a free-to-play player to me or something like that. Who do you think you are, Bio Broly? You're no fucking Jiren, dude. Please, get out of here, kid. Yeah, right. We're going to lose to Bio Broly or Cellvax. Get the fuck out of here. All right, I love just opening up with like 30 million, too. Remember, he does have a decent chance to crit here. Every super attack is going to stack. Obviously, stacking is always very fun. So, again, I'm liking what we're seeing so far from Int UI Goku. This is looking really good. In base, we're probably only ever going to get just like the 2 supers. So our dodge right here should be 100%. And AGL UI Goku is at 90... My brain just stopped working. 94%, right? AGL UI should be at 94%, so I doubt he'll get hit. I guess that's possible. I did do a run against Jiren where I died with Gogeta, the Golden Frieza and Gogeta. They had 8 orbs, right? So that's 90% dodge they lost. Okay, we could start popping active skills right here. No reason not to. I mean, I guess like if we just win, like whatever, like we'll just go to the next run. So again, we'll do physical UI Goku our first turn a little bit later on right there, which will be good. Obviously, we'll transform into the gods right here. And then blue Vegeta, hopefully will be good towards the end there too. 9 orbs, that's pretty good. We'll take that. Again, hopefully blue Vegeta hangs tight back here. I think he should. Oh, I guess one thing that's a little bit disappointing about Int UI, obviously in base, he does not have the battle motion. They were a little fucking stingy with the battle motion. They always are stingy with the battle motions for Super EZA characters and stuff, but I don't... Like, I feel like that, like, Int UI's base could have had physical UI's battle motion, right? And then Mastered UI doesn't have a battle motion at all yet. We'll see when that one is going to be handed out. It's going to be exciting to see, right? I think blue Vegeta could get killed here, right? Maybe. We'll see what happens. All right, physical UI looking good. Yeah, and then, I mean, outside of, I guess unless blue Vegeta maybe gets hit here, we just have no chance to lose here, really. Because then we're going to go next turn, and it's like we got blue Goku. I mean, we're going to have Int UI in slot 1 who's going to have 100% dodge. I mean, that's just... Like, it's cooked. It's GG. So, Int UI does seem like a significant buff to Realm of Gods. I'm pretty pleased about that, right? So, a huge buff to Realm of Gods without it being a new character from early Dragon Ball Super, which I would prefer Dokkan not really, like, dive too heavily into early Dragon Ball Super until the remake starts happening. That's just kind of where I'm at, right? All right, Vegeta, come on. Nice. Here we go. Okay. So. We win. Right? It's just as... Well, I guess we win with actives. I am not going to go crazy with all the actives here to win. I'll pop this. But we're going to let Int UI... like, I could do Blue Vegeta's active as well to finish the fight. But I'm going to let... we're going to let it finish out just like this. So let's go just like this. Yep. Perfect. Yeah, wow. All right, 100% dodge. How do we lose here? Spoiler, we don't. Yeah, 100% dodge is pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, oops. Sorry. Can't touch us. 49 right there. So, remember that Phase 2 support from Physical UI, very, very powerful. Which we had active in that turn with Cell Max, but we don't here. We also had many more stacks since we were in base for 2 turns before, you know, starting out with this guy. Remember, his chance to crit, well, yeah, right, it doesn't trigger, but 77% chance to crit, which I'll take every day. 77, unless it's the Spirit Bomb. Spirit Bomb, any Spirit Bomb forever needs to be 100% crit. I don't care. I don't care. Every Spirit Bomb from now on, ever in Dokkan, needs to be guaranteed crit. But, like, just on, like, Int UI, 77% crit, more than fine. Hold on, guys. Let me pop my active skill quick. Bio Broly, goodbye, son. All right, let's try just a different team, and we can finish up. Already, though, it's like, yeah, this guy's fucking nuts, right? Ridiculous Super EZA. It does just go to show how easy it is for Dokkan to build a powerful team. It really does not take that much. They hit on the premium, like, Dokkan Fest release, the Physical UI and Evolution Blue Vegeta. 2 strong Super EZAs. And the rest is, like, old characters. That's all it takes. That's it. It's so easy. Like, if a team is not good, it's because Dokkan is allowing it at this point. Super EZAs being a thing and regular EZAs being a thing, it is child's play to create a team overnight. They could do it at any point they want to. So, all right, let's go in Super Saiyan 4s against the Ari Omega Red Zone. All right, guys, quickly, this is the setup we're going to jump in here with. Yeah, silly me. The UI Gokus are not on the Super Saiyan 4's leader skill. I was just mentally, I was thinking that the physical LR is UI Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta, but they're on the leader skill because of Evolution Blue Vegeta, who's Power Beyond Super Saiyan, but UI Goku is not Power Beyond Super Saiyan. So the UIs are not on this team, but they are on Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku's team with the full 220%. So we could run this setup right here, and we will be looking good. You guys could see the equips on my Daima Goku. I do want to do the equip video for Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but we could get a little sneak peek at my boy in this one as well. I think that this should be a very good setup for UI Goku. I mean, fine enough. And deep into the fight, we could go ahead and dust out the domain by Tech UI. Hopefully he doesn't die. Just want to show that UI Goku, of course, is on the leader skill right there. Here are UI Goku's teams that we could look at. So remember, I'm only interested in 220% teams, really. We could do probably like mini Daima Goku, but like I'm not looking to run like Jiren's team or Gamma's or Beast. No 200% leaders. I wish we could get a 220%, right? That would be good. This is such a great feature, but this one I think needs to be updated a bit. All right, so we have that, and I did just want to highlight this. So remember, we don't specifically have to run a Realm of Gods team or Universal Survival Saga. Turtle School, which every single Goku is on Turtle School except for, I think it's just the 2 Kid Gokus. If we go here, these 2 Kid Gokus are not on Turtle School. Pat the Power Kid Goku and AJL Kid Goku, because these are Gokus from the series before he trains with Roshi. So they're like the only 2 Gokus, pretty much, that aren't actually on Turtle School. Because it's, what is it? Episode 13 of OG Dragon Ball where he joins Turtle School, essentially. So it's like every other Goku past episode 10 of OG Dragon Ball is on the Turtle School category. And this team we're running right here, you know, it's like there's Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, but this is the beauty of tag characters. This is why the 10th anniversary tag mechanic is one of the best things Dokkan's ever done, because they drop characters that have 30 categories like this and are on so many teams and just help. Like, it's such a help to team building to have a character like that. I'm gonna just get Tech UI's intro in the video here. I mean, you know, why not, right? This is a UI Goku video, and that's the best UI Goku animation, well, besides the new LR, might be that Tech intro, right?
少しつかめてきた気がするぞ。身勝手の極意。
身勝手の極意はカカロットがやればいい。俺は俺のやり方で貴様に勝つ。
もう一つおまけ。
これも人間らしくていいな。悟空孫悟空孫悟空さん父さん悟空あとは頼んだぞ。
Alright guys, well I got good news. We're going to transform into Mastered UI pretty quick here. Remember, if our HP is below 50%, he will transform immediately. So, that's what we did. Okay, so, we have Int UI Goku just, again, right away. Well, we could definitely take advantage, okay. Is our health in a good spot? This is the terror of this Omega fight. I do think it'll be silly and kind of fun sometimes to run this Omega fight because of this. Well, you wanna know what's really good? Well, it'd be better if I could fucking super, though. I hate the 10 key reduction, this bitch. Alright, well, whatever. We will have our guaranteed additionals that'll get it for us. Damn, I would do this just Here, let's just clear the bombs. We don't have to worry. We could finish this turn at 1% HP. It's totally fine because Agile Goku, Carnival Goku, is going to full heal us at the end of the turn. And then Int UI, we know, has 100%. He has 100% dodge. He's literally not going to get touched even one time. So, all right. It's just, again, the terror of the opening of this fight. This is how this kid, you know, operates, Omega. Alright, so... Oh, UI got key. I overlooked this. What is the... Oh, no. Is that just his support ability? Yeah, the 2 key and then the 1 extreme class key for 2 turns. That's going to be very helpful here, yeah. I guess, I mean, there's an example of that shit being very effective right away for us. Yeah, I didn't expect that key support to literally be the difference between us getting a super for Int UI. But against... So, Dokkan lately... You know, Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku... Damn, we quad supered again? Holy shit, okay. Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku, member, has excessive key issues. It's kind of like, you know, one of the major things about him, right? It's kind of like how they balanced it, because he just does, like, casual 130 million plus attack stats, like, second one that easily could be crits, right? Like, he's so much power... And they kind of balanced it a little bit by sometimes giving them key issues, right? And they've responded all of Anniversary by dropping key support characters, essentially, is what we've been getting. And, I mean, that's, you know, that's where Int UI Goku, I guess, is really going to be quite helpful, huh?
たちの負けるわけねえ。だって俺たち戦闘民族サイヤ人だろ。
臭いセリフ吐きやがる。
Alright guys, moving on here. Alright, so we have INT UI Goku right here. Next rotation for him, we're going to have him next to Tech UI. So, alright, we still have the Scouter available to us here on our second rotation. This is the first time we've gotten to turn 2 of INT UI Goku, right? I'll probably still just rock him in slot 1 right here. So we're going to have an 87% chance to dodge, plus the full dodge build on UI Goku, which is 37. So that is a huge extra chance for this guy to dodge. It's actually very helpful that he's an INT character. Now, I could probably come around to the idea of maybe getting, maybe doing a little bit of additional or something like that for him if we were only in the short fight meta. Like, INT UI, does he really need a 37 dodge build like in that fight we did against Bio Broly? I mean, very easily we could have used physical UI for the first time on turn 3, so INT UI would have 100% dodge, and then next turn, turn 5, he was going master for the first time, so he'd have 100% dodge as well. But they have, slid in a couple of these longer fights for us. After this turn, INT UI will drop down to 77% dodge, which potentially could be a little scary, right? INT UI is definitely not a character who's going to be very good at taking hits. So, I mean, you can see 1.7 defense with no guard and no damage reduction. That is no good. So, we have to be very cautious about that. Good, we'll get the 18 key with him for the stack. We need that. Then we can get the STR Orbs with Daima Goku. Okay. So now, this is the first time, really, where INT UI could potentially fumble and get smacked around for us. I got high confidence that the boy is not going to fail us. And then remember, in these couple of turns here, we get a lot of extra super attacks we could do. Remember that little symbol that just popped up right there? That was him doing the disable enemy guard for 2 turns, which is a worthless ability. Doesn't really do very much at all. All right, that 87% came through every single attack right there. Perfect. All right, next turn. Tech UI Goku will show up and be ready to transform. So we could have Tech UI Goku plus our other GOAT together. And we'll be looking to be in a pretty good position, probably. All right, so we'll come back next rotation. See how INT UI is going to look with Tech UI. So we're going to have Tech UI's domain up, too. Alright, so we get the domain up, the World of Void here. So with this, now INT UI gets a massive power buff. I'm definitely going to go ahead and run him in slot 2 here. Now he's kind of cooled off once we start getting deep into a fight like this, right? After the first 2 turns of INT UI, when he is truly, like, ridiculous, right? Now, the problem, too, with the very fast transformation we took is now, all of this is gone, right? So we have, the Scouter is gone, the extra dodge chance is gone, guaranteed dodge, and an additional super, all gone, since we had such an early transformation. So, all right, we have Tech UI right here, though. That's good. So this is still going to be a very strong rotation for INT UI, where we're going to have most of our links activated, which will be very helpful for us. Okay, perfect. All right, let's see how the boy is going to do right here. Sure, let's go. And then I probably will regret the early transformation by Tech UI, but to be fair, I more so am just caring about showing how effective INT UI Goku is anyway. Remember, Tech UI does give a pretty sizable buff on his super attack effect, although, I mean, the attack buff is not going to do that much. The defense will be nice in case we fail a dodge, though. But the attack buff is nothing crazy, for sure. Yeah, I'm going to regret the early transformation with Tech UI as well. Tech UI will probably get slaughtered by Omega's AoE. We'll see what happens. Alright, there's the super attack, so Int UI probably won't die. Wait, what is... Actually, Sin, I think, does have quite a bit of damage here. Let's see. Alright, what do we got here? Alright, so here's UI Goku, our goat. Pretty good. We get the crit, of course. Up to 80 million now. Lovely, lovely. These normals are 2.6. So our stats now should be high enough even if he fails, right? Oh, we do get hit, but it's double digits. Wow. Alright, now remember, that this is, again, also the reason why I've got the full dodge build on him. You know, my UI Goku will be able to perform a little bit better in some of these situations here, needing to dodge. I didn't really think raw defense was going to do that much for him. So again, we went with the raw attack equips. So far, I am not regretting my decision at the moment. Alright, so now we're going to get to the last phase here. We have not had an opportunity at all to do the final shine, by the way. Man, his stats are, like, not blowing me away here. I don't, like, he's not gonna... Nah, there's no way... I want him to get a stack. I'm not gonna regret that within Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, am I? I hope not. By the way, remember, Int UI is giving us the key support, which is definitely very helpful for the Daima Gokus. Right? Like, we're not gonna do bad by having Int UI Goku on run rotation and then the Daima Gokus on the other. That's gonna be real nice. Alright, and then next turn we can start busting out all of our active skills and try and finish off Omega. I wanted to make sure, again, to get Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta a little bit more stacks here. Hopefully, there's no way Sin will kill him, right? He is still guarding with, what, 40% damage reduction baseline? That was our first final shine, by the way. The previous turns, I didn't have enough ki for him. Alright, so he does super right there. Oh, phew. Okay. You know, maybe at points I do underrate that Vegeta, sure, but I find myself much more frustrated with the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and his Rainbow Orb mechanic than I ever would about anything with Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I do. Okay, so now we come over here. Here's the good news for this turn. Although, I guess this is not the AoE turn, though. That's alright. The UI Gokus will avoid the AoE turn, I guess. That's fine. The AoE would slaughter us anyway. This is the first turn of physical UI here. Wait, actually, let's use this. Let's pop this. Let's, yeah, we go ahead and pop it. This will do crazy damage right here, right? Yeah, because we got the EX last turn as well by Daima Goku. And we got the domain up as well. Alright, perfect. This is going to be a great rotation here, chat. This is going to be really good for these characters. Yeah, look at his defense up to 3.4 million. God damn. We'll take him into Festival, and he's just going to be double-digit tank and everything at the end. In Omega's normals are 3.5, so, I mean, even with class disadvantage and shit, he's completely good here. Because remember, physical UI, his support will kick in as well. Let's get same type orbs. Get us close to that Dokkan attack right here. Yeah, this is just an easy, casual win right here. I don't know what you think you're doing. That boy's got 100% dodge. 122, you don't say. Not bad, chat. Not fucking bad. Oh, that damage, though. Pretty good. Alright, so yeah, Int UI Goku seems like a grand Super EZA to me. I definitely feel like I could have been a little bit more excited in his Super EZA details video. This guy, I mean, this guy and Deborah both, I think, are going to be really outstanding, right? Like, huh, okay. I will be very, like, they can release, like, insane fights when they're giving us shit like this, by the way. This ridiculous character so far. It's totally okay for them to release these bullshit fights when they're giving us consistent, great characters who can handle it. There, he does get hit, but it's double digits again. All right, perfect. All right, so hopefully Tech UI doesn't fumble for us. What do you guys think? No way, right? Because he doesn't have 100% dodge anymore. Although, he does have the physical UI Goku dodge support, so... Yeah, nice. Alright, let's try and wrap this this bad boy fight up. I guess I could just let the rest of this go. Alright, so now this cunt right here. He's going to be doing his AoE in this rotation. Okay, so... Yeah, let's just get this out first. Pop it. And then we'll do in Super Saiyan 4. Get all his stuff out. Then we'll do Carnival Goku's active. Remember, Carnival Goku's active is actually going to be buffed by the Int Spirit Bomb from Int Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Alright, kids, here's my favorite battle motion. Here we go. Yes, love it. Love it. Too good. Pop this. So this will buff Power of Wishes characters. So that means Carnival Goku's active will be stronger here. Okay, so we'll pop this. Wabam. This will do more damage again with the Spirit Bomb active. Perfect. Guaranteed crit, by the way. Wait, it is guaranteed, right? I'd have to double check that to confirm I'm not giving misinformation. Whatever, I guess I'll save the Int Orbs in case we want to heal with Int UI Goku. Remember, Int UI Goku's stats are going to be so monstrous next turn. Although, we're probably going to kill right here. Yeah. People are really on me about missing these, so let's make sure not to miss these. Make sure not to miss this shit, bruh. Yes! There you go. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, guys. Well, yeah, this whole video, everything looking quite good here, huh? Everything looking quite good. Easy wins. That's all we know how to do. Catch easy dubs. Easy, easy, easy dubs. Alright, maybe, hold on. Maybe this fight is not quite over yet. There's a hidden potential system at a show normal. Okay. Alright, yeah, we're still in this. We're still in this. Alright, so we'll see Omega drop the AoE, but none of these characters are really in danger from the AoE either, so we should be quite fine here. A little bit of damage right there. Good dodge. And, oh. Buddy, you failed your... Hey, can someone tell this kid to stop failing 80% dodges? What the fuck, man? Bro, this Carnival Goku, he actually... Dude, We actually legit have had several Carnival Goku deaths in there because he keeps failing his dodges. We got to do some upgrades. I don't know, chat. We might have to, at the end of this video, I might have to get some upgrades on this guy, man. Bro, do I gotta throw that on there? Who do you think you are? Stop failing these. Bro, that's an 80% dodge you just failed, son. All right, well, ENT UI Goku. He's great. All right, guys, there we go. ENT UI Goku, quite impressive. I was very impressed by what we saw. This guy is crazy, man. I mean, this is an easy Dokkan Diamond participant. Well, Dokkan Diamond participant. Yeah, right. This dude is top 3 Dokkan Diamond for ENT. What a crazy character. All right, so this is Trans-Dimensional Instinct Goku Ultra Instinct Sign. Leader skill is Realm of Gods category key 3 and 160% to stats. And then int type key 3 and 100% to stats. Oh, so I could run him in Battlefield. Yes, a new Battlefield leader for myself. Oh, you don't say. All right, so we got ENT UI Goku there. Let me take a look at his passive, and then we'll look at super attack effects there. So passive skill is Secret Sensation. He gets 2 key, 200% attack and defense at the start of turn, then has a 50% chance to dodge. When attacking, he gets 200% attack and a 50% chance to crit. If there's 3 or more Realm of God allies or Universal Rival Saga allies on the team, he gets 150% attack and defense, a guaranteed additional super, and an extra 20% chance to dodge. When receiving an attack, he gets 150% defense, and this appears to just be a 1-turn thing, not a 1-attack thing, right? So, like, the first turn he's out, he does get 150% defense when receiving an attack, but then on his first turn, he gets an extra 20% dodge. So turn 1, he's at 90% dodge, and then hopefully turn 2, we be transformed into Mastered UI anyway. So then he's, 90% dodge into 100% dodge into 87% dodge is a crazy trio of turns to have, potentially. After dodging an attack, he gets a permanent 100% defensive bonus, and then he gives Super Class Allies 2 key and Extreme Class Allies 1 key. In base, it's not a crazy ability, because it's like, I mean, 90% dodge, I guess, is pretty comfortable to rely upon in slot 1. Eventually will fail, right? I've had in Super Saiyan 4 Goku lose a run, right? I've had, Tech Gogeta, fail a dodge with 90% like that. But it's not going to be very often. So turn 1, I guess we could run him in slot 1, and that support will kick in for the rest of the rotation. Where that ability is really good is after he transforms, though, because it becomes multiple turn support, which is obviously very good. Then for 3 turns from his first appearance, he gets 200% defense. And then his transformation condition was heavily buffed. He will transform into Mastered UI when HP is 50% or less at any time. So, I mean, if we were to go into a fight that has the damage pads on the map before we jump in, it's really nice when they do that because it allows a lot more strategy to be utilized, right? So we could technically turn into ENT UI Goku turn 1 if those are around. Or if all allies in the rotation are Realm of Gods, Universal Rival Saga, or Turtle School, starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle, he'll awaken or transform. Turtle School is obviously a crazy category when you consider all the tag characters and stuff. It's basically just every Goku. So, I mean, it's going to be very easy for him to transform. Very easy. His super attack is Unpolished Instinct. He gets 20% attack and defensive stack and does immense damage to the enemy. So stacking every single time you super attack obviously is going to be very, very fun. And then, of course, remember, he does have his transformation. Awakening. He'll awaken when HP is 50% or less, when all allies in the turn are Realm of Gods, Universal Rival Saga, Turtle School, starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle. His links are Kamehameha, Prepare for Battle, Godly Power, Over in a Flash, Tournament of Power, First Awaken, and Fierce Battle. I guess we could look at that right here. Those are his links right there. And then here, of course, are his best linking partners. So, of course, we're running him with a lot of these characters, right? 12 key multiplier, 150%, of course. That's, you know, what, kind of the standard for, like, Dokkan Fest exclusive characters. Next, Int UI is on a hell of a lot of categories here. This boy is on a huge amount. So he, of course, is a Universal Survival Saga character. You know, it's going to be interesting once Dragon Ball Super Remake happens with this category. He's also on the Realm of Gods category, too, which is really helpful. He was a very needed buff for Realm of Gods. Goku is also on the Pure Saiyan category team, so that's good as well. Goku is here on the Reps of Universe 7 category team. Awesome. Goku is also on Transformation Boost, so that transformation is enough to get him onto this category, which is good. Transformation Boost is a very typical category that is handed out, right? Then he's also here on the Goku family category team, which of course is a ridiculous roster. That's how, well, one of the ways he's on Daima Goku's team, but this Goku is also on Battle of Fate, right? Then he's on the Kamehameha category team, which is cool. Okay. Would like to see this get a new leader soon. Next, we're on Turtle School. So remember, the Turtle School roster right here, this is how we could look to easily transform him, right? And this roster of characters obviously is very good. Next, he's on... This is Miraculous Awakening right here. This is the Miraculous Awakening category. You know, this is the first time, like, if a character's in battle and they transform for the first time, that's what this one is right there. Then, Goku is also on the Powerful Comeback category team. There we go. Perfect. More options for this is good, because that is a mission very often, right? That's often a new mission. Then, Goku is also in the Legendary Existence category. This is a not buffed often category, so it's good to get more options here. Goku's also on the Bond of Friendship category team, hoping that this one gets a new leader skill sooner rather than later as well. Another really crazy category, though, so maybe they're hesitant to, I don't know. Then, Goku is on the Accelerated Battle. This is the Accelerated Battle category. Which I guess is used as a leader skill pretty often as well. Then Goku is on the Entrusted Will category. Oh, cool. I always think about the Fusion Zamasu mission when we talk about Entrusted Will. Always, always, always. Then Goku is on the Battle of Fate category team. Again, that's another one of Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku's leader skills. Remember, this is always the climax fight of all the arcs, right? Then Goku is on the Bond of Parent and Child category. We really have never gotten another leader for that besides Vegeta and Trunks, so hopefully sooner or later. Certainly this is going to be a major celebration leader skill, but I'd love to see them hand this one out again. Goku is also on the Earthbred Fighter category team. I guess kind of the same thing, but we have seen quite a bit more Earthbred Fighter category leaders than we have Bond of Parent and Child, right? But I guess a lot of the Earthbred Fighter leaders, like the 220s, weren't crazy for AGL Kid Goku or Tao. Then Goku is also, oh yeah, baby, a superhero category character. Good stuff. Superhero is a really crazy team right now. And then finally, Goku is a tournament participant category character. They just released a bunch of new missions that this Goku's going to help out with in the Supreme Magnificent Battle, huh? Yeah, interesting, interesting. Alright, so there is UI Goku, kind of in, like, his base form. Remember, he does have his transformation, which obviously is a lot easier to do now, when HP is 50% or less, or all allies are Realm of Gods, Universal Survival Saga, or Turtle School on turn 4 from the start of battle. His super attack changes, and his passive changes, but Link's doesn't change, and he doesn't get, like, an active skill or anything like that. That obviously is because this guy came out a year before active skills came out. So his super attack is the Supreme Kamehameha. He gets a 20% attack and defensive stack, and he does immense damage to the enemy. His passive skills now Accelerating Battle Spirit. he gets 3 ki and 250% attack and defense, and then he gets a 77% chance to dodge. Then when attacking, he gets now 300% attack, 77% chance to crit, and disables enemy guard for 2 turns. Remember, the disable enemy guard is pointless, not really an ability that does too much. If there's 3 or more Realm of Gods or Universal Survival Saga allies on the team, Goku gets 200% attack and defense and a guaranteed additional super. When receiving an attack, Goku gets 200% defense. Okay. After dodging an attack, Goku gets, one time only, an extra 150% defense. Then he gives super class allies 2 ki and extreme class allies 1 ki for 2 turns. Now, this is a very impressive ability now. I do really like this for 2 turns. This is giving a lot of ki support to a lot of characters. I think there's a huge difference in this ability when it's 1 turn versus 2 turns. So I think that's really good. And then it's like all this defense he gets when he dodges, the guaranteed additional super, the stats, looking really good. On his first turn after transforming, he has guaranteed dodge 100%, and then he has a guaranteed additional super. And then for 4 turns from character's entry turn, which is no matter what, his first 2 appearances, he gets an extra 10% dodge, and he gets a scouter. So the first turn transformed, he has 100% dodge. Second turn transformed, he has 87% dodge. And then after that, he's going to be at 77% chance to dodge. So, I mean, we combined a 30-plus dodge build with that 77%, and he's still going to be looking quite good. And he performed really well in this video, right? So there's that. Link set obviously is the same. Kamehameha, prepare for battle. Godly power, over in a flash, turn up power, first awakened, and fierce battle. We could just quickly take a look at him over here, right? And here's this Link and Partners. Now it's the untransformed Int UI Goku's right there. So there we go. There is Int UI Goku Super EZA. This is a grand character, man. Wow. I was really impressed with this guy. I thought this guy was ridiculous. This is a Dokkan Diamond character. This guy is absolutely crazy, chat. So let me know what you guys think of Super EZA Int UI Goku, but he is him.